And here come y'all in the comments. Lego, you spent so many videos talking about one Hughes and slandering his name because he wanted to leave your favorite hockey team. You just had to go and move on to another Hughes. And yeah, that's kind of true. But I'll be honest here, I'm speaking to y'all from the perspective of a disgruntled and upset fantasy hockey owner who owns Jack Hughes in multiple leagues. Dude, what is going on with this guy? It's like he came back from injury and just forgot how to play hockey. And I get it. There are a number of things that you can dive into that explain, invalidate, or even excuse the lack of production that Jack Hughes has had upon his return to the New Jersey Devils. I had this guy on my IR for weeks because he cut his hand on a glass. Freak accident that nobody's going to expand on, but one that seems like something along the lines of Jack Hughes leaning against a glass thing at a hotel and then it gave way, something like that. I don't know. But Jack Hughes, before he got injured with the freak accident on the glass, was one of the most productive players in the NHL, point per game wise and points wise. The guy was on fire. But ever since he ended up coming back from injury, the guy's got 0 points in his last 3 games, only 1 goal in the 4-game sample since returning. The New Jersey Devils have lost all of their games. They haven't been scoring much. Jack Hughes has been a minus player in all these games despite playing 20-plus minutes a night. And I think I speak for everybody who owns Jack Hughes in fantasy teams when I say we are not happy. Now, the world doesn't revolve around fantasy hockey. I'm just using this as an excuse to go out there and talk about the guy. But, as I said, there are some potential reasons that you could find that explain this lack of production and this inability to get things going. Here's a video from the Brat Pack on Twitter. It's yesterday's New Jersey and Toronto Maple Leafs game, that in which the Maple Leafs ended up shutting out New Jersey. When Jack Hughes tosses off his glove for a split second, you can see that he is in fact wearing a brace under that glove still. And for a brief moment you can see, indeed, when Jack Hughes takes off the glove, there is a brace there. Is it the same brace that was on when he was photographed with Tate McRae in public? Who knows? But it can be, potentially, the same brace that the New Jersey Devils have also tried hiding on social media. I don't know if y'all saw this, but a few days ago, heading into one of the other games that the Devils ended up playing, they posted a picture on social media of Jack Hughes walking to the rink and his hand is in his pocket. But, looking at the shadow, you can see that there might actually be some finagling going on in regards to the truth of the guy's hand. He had his hand in the pocket, but the shadows showed it out and about with a brace on it, or at least that's what it looks like. If Jack Hughes is still freaking hurt, what in the world is he doing going out there and playing games, getting double shifted, getting all these minutes, and looking like a shade of himself? What? I saw some people talking about, oh, it's the Olympics. The Olympics are coming and they want players that can play. So Jack Hughes needs to be able to play in order for his name to be included on that short list, or else Team USA is not going to really have the opportunity to add him onto their list as a reserve player of some sort. It's like, oh, we're going to add this guy who's hurt onto our roster for a few months later because we're assuming that he's not going to be hurt. Like, the assumption is, oh, we're going to add him because he's ready to play. Straight up. He's ready to play now. He's playing now, so we can add him now. But nah, it's like, the guy's not playing well. If you're trying to evaluate Jack Hughes based off of the way he's played the past few games that he's returned, this is not an Olympic caliber player. This is not a point-per-game player. Jack Hughes is now a point-per-game flat on the year after going pointless in 3 straight games. And I get it. You could say, oh, well, he went pointless for 3 straight games. What are you talking about? He wasn't really that high up there earlier, right? Well, it's because he only played, like, 17 games before he got hurt, and he was way over a point per game in that span. 20 points in 17 games. Do the math on that production before he ended up getting hurt on that freak accident. He would have been on pace for 96-something points. That's a solid season for a young guy playing on a team like New Jersey that we expect high productivity out of. We expect Brott, Hischier, Meyer to go out there and produce. Luke Hughes has not gotten up to that level that his brothers have yet. Jack Hughes, point per game guy, but he ended up taking some time off, and now it's like, he is definitely not playing like himself, despite the fact that he was cleared to play. He's wearing a brace, he's trying to move around, he's not looking like the same guy. Seems like they rushed him, right? Is that what it looks like to anybody else, that Jack Hughes was unequivocally rushed back into the lineup here? Just taking a peek at the post-game thread of the New Jersey Devils and Toronto Maple Leafs game, we are seeing Devils fans all over, just freaking out and pontificating about how the sky is falling, things are bad, and how there needs to be a move soon. Fitzgerald, do something. Shake this team up. The window for the New Jersey Devils is shut. And there are a number of things that you could go out there and dive into that explain why. Let's read this comment from Jersey Devil himself. 3 years ago, at New Year's, the Devils were on their way to a 112-point season with a young, exciting, high-scoring team whose Stanley Cup window appeared to just be opening. That window is closed. The group is not getting anywhere near a Stanley Cup. All the potential this group has been squandered by an absolutely incompetent GM who wanted to remake the team in his own image. So now we've got a bunch of Tom Fitzgeralds on the roster, and we're screwed for both the present and the foreseeable future. We're in cap hell with the bad team. No way out. Top reply says, you literally posted everything I was about to write. You're 100% correct. The only thing I'll add, and Quinn Hughes is in Minnesota. Thanks, Fitz. Yeah, imagine giving Andre Palat trade protection, and that being the deciding domino factor that led to you not being able to acquire Quinn Hughes in a trade because you wouldn't have been able to move out the money. I mean, you want to talk about Jack Hughes leaving? Jack Hughes, wait until his contract is up and then getting traded to Minnesota to play with Quinn and Kirill Kaprizov. Get that NTDP connection back in there, Boldy, Jack Hughes. Maybe get some other guys like Zegras to join him in Minnesota too. There can be a lot of opportunities for these NTDP players, but for Devils fans, for such a long time, they were clamoring, oh yeah, this is the team. These are the guys. This is the core. Just you wait, because Quinn Hughes is going to come at some point. But now it's like, nah. Quinn Hughes maybe took a shot or two in the media, teams that didn't trade for him, that didn't have the balls to push something to go through. And now maybe the other Hugheses are a little ticked off at that as well. One of them's being rushed back and he's not ready to play yet. It's been bad. And I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you are a fan of the Devils, how do you feel about this team as a whole? Try not to be just super reactionary to last night's game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know that's hypocritical of me to say because that's literally what I'm doing. I'm ticked off that Jack Hughes hasn't been doing anything the past few days and not helping me out in fantasy because I need him. He's my second-round pick in multiple leagues. But there still is an overarching issue that plagues the Devils at this stage after years of building and getting better and progressing, supposedly. To see the team falter down to a point like this where Jack Hughes is being forced to play with a bad hand and he's not looking like himself, he's not scoring anymore, things are going wrong, and he's wasting a spot in my roster because he's not getting any points, he's getting minuses. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.